to the stream of Jak and Daxter, Precursor Legend. I gotta say, man, I'm really hyped for this game. It's been a while. Our first playing this on the PS2. That's the reason why I got the PS2 in the first place. I was planning on getting it, but this was the selling point for me right here. I remember I first played Jak and Daxter when I was a kid in first grade. I played it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. And Jak 2 came out and so on and so forth. Can you play anything that was Naughty Dog related, including Crash and Uncharted and Last of Us. But Jak and Daxter is to this day still my most favorite video game franchise. And I am actually kind of excited to share it with you guys. Anyone of you that's interested in watching me doing a little Let's Play stream on it. So now, without further ado, let's get into it. New game. Yes.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did you not remember? The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, The two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go, Misty Island.
That's right. And then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Yeah. Alright. Fine. I can see there's no story like that. It was just pretty much simple, like.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
I don't even know where that goes. Back. Yeah, right here. I don't even know how it works.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Wouldn't it be cool though? To have that these things float. Imagine these things exist in real life. You just toss up to one while it's just floating. Like, whoa, cool, floating there. Would be the biggest mind in history. Like, wondering why this thing floats.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab zoomer.
Most of those points. But what was the point of power cells anyway, besides no power something? I don't know what they use besides shield. Nice. Okay. And one of the cool things of playing with PS2. Quite interesting.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
I didn't know how that worked. Oh my god, it feels like so much play in PS2, PS3, I even had it on the Vita, and now once I got all done with the game, I'm once again getting it on the PS4. I'm like, geez, I keep playing this, I already played this game. Number Harrison,
in each area, you can find even more power cells.
How's that impossible? How do you tackle that? Oh,
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
let me go down here right quick. I wonder if I remember everything. I mean, everything. I think one of my goals is to try to catch everything in this game. If I can. There were speedruns, so I'm probably just gonna destroy myself.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power. This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Places in precursor car, precursor door, precursor everything but power cell. Power cell's the only thing that doesn't have orb in it.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Okay, gotta go science. Now this is the true fast way. Roll. Alright, first trophy. Anything wrong.
Good work! The Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
Okay. Now what you told me that earlier when you know, I would learn that as a kid. Like, why did you tell me this earlier?
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Already got all the orbs in there. Easy. So long for this place. Nice.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
I think one of the impressive things about the Jak is how they never load in the first ones, as I recall. They never ever load. Like, you can go anywhere in this place, and music just changes. No loading on it whatsoever. And if it does load, it shows you the animation. Oh, Kira.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Classy.
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Anything here? Nope, can't get back there. Always wondered if the planet Jak lives on is like Final Fantasy 7. I always worried that because they use Eco and Eco pretty much the life energy of the planet. So I wonder that if they can crash through their planet using Eco, but it doesn't really affect them. That or they have a bigger supply of Eco than people from Final Fantasy 7. Okay, let's keep
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Yes, that's right.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Okay, I got some questions here. First of all, let's talk about this guy. Apparently this guy is Jak. So, if Jak is from the future, how is he related to humanity established out by blood? If you look at him, he actually has the same clothing as Jak. But I guess Jak is a little different. Other question is how your uncle will be asking for money like that? That's not messed up. Like, you ask no kids for money like that. How much is 90 precursor orbs anyway? You gotta ask him for $90. They'll be paying you $90 for that, man. I don't have a job.
No, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? Mm-hmm. See how they're not moving? Yeah. That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look,
I heard a joke.
If you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 p.
Okay, dude, so and they'll ask you for 90.
I'll never get this way.
Before I go over here, I want to check around. That's what everyone else do around here. You got 9 return orders. Everyone else just gave them money. What kind of thing is that? Everyone here is broke but you.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainframe. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
See, this makes sense. I knew it. That's simple. It's understandable. I'm having old people. I don't care. They can't do anything. I'm a little kid. This is difficult. I don't know why. Oh, you gotta get that. Okay, if the Scoutfly got captured all the way I'm just there.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
I'll try to get you, man. Where doesn't make himself. Kind of an animal use. Peter, privilege, but he just fly around town. Wow, I didn't even have to hit that one. I already got him fast, I just had to beat him up. I guess turn this is called.
Gotta bring in the cops from the jump.
You didn't have to hit him. No, what the? Hey. Turn. There we go. I want to try my best not to hit them. No animal abuse today, okay? Because abused meat is not good meat at all. So I'm going to do my best not to be safe. Easier than I thought it was. I don't know why. I usually could have hit him so much as a kid because I could hit him like via barrels. I feel very powerful. No. I'm not gonna hit you, so you're gonna turn around. There we go. Yes. Keep going. All no willpower. Last one. Okay. Good.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Yeah, bring in the cops for the drum. Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
But the fence is open. You want to just walk in and just take it out. Just saying. Easy. Now, here first, when I was a kid, this part was a little hard for me. I had terrible distance, measuring distance. Like, I used to try to roll and jump anyway, I never did.
Wow!
Okay,
Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there. This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return.
bringing the crops from the June basket.
Got 2 more left.
Hey.
Yeah, I did though. I think this was the first game I ever played where the night and day settings just kept going on automatically. You know, it's free. I think I know what it is. Now time to go to the coolest thing.
Hey! Lil furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Huh. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Not quite yet. Oh, wait. Alright. Wow, my memory about this game is just amazing. The fact that I can remember where everything is.
You found all the scout flies in this area!
I know.
All right! Treasure! All right! More orbs! To trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already. Hey! That pelican just snagged a power cell. Let's go kick some big bird butt!
That's like real.
so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
Are you near the egg yet? That's it. Just a little further. Come on, push the egg off the cliff. Oh, that wasn't gentle. Careful. Easy does it. Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg. Oh, my. I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
No, no! No, 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 no!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah, I'm not your mom. You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sick.
Really? It's that easy. Screw the jungle.
Before the pelican scoops it up again! seagulls! Let's buzz them for kicks.
Probably the oddest mission ever. I do it in their explanation for one of Okay. I wait for it.
Woohoo! Wow! They caused an avalanche! Let's check it out! Punch those poles out from below!
Yeah, I know where to get that one at. Scale flies.
So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. Yeah. Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
There's no way people can need money. Big companies in order to work with them.
I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good. Hey, you have the precursor orbs that we agreed on?
Yep.
I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Hey, baby, what you working on?
Be careful with that.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to transport the Zoomer using the trans pads the precursors left all over the world. If you come across one of these pads, I can lock onto your communicator's location and send you the Zoomer. Keep an eye out for a trans pad when you explore Misty Island and wherever else you go.
That was a sculpture guy, wasn't it?
Oh, it's the conquering heroes. Good. I wanted to talk with you two about something serious. There appears to be quite a bit of lurker activity on Misty Island. I can see them bombarding the precursor silo from my lookout tower. If the lurkers open it up and release the dark eco, we could all end up running around looking as ridiculous as this annoying little specimen. Jack, it's time for you to prove your worth. Get the fisherman to let you take his boat back to Misty Island. Get to the top of the precursor silo and take out that cannon.
And what about me?
You? Why don't you mop my floors? They seem to have lost their shine lately.
You do more than mop.
Hello? Blue Sage? Hello? Where in the blue blazes can he be?
Hey, so I gotta go to the back to the beach, and I'll make the island. Stand up quickly way to get anywhere. Anything with the I don't want to call it footage on the wire view. See you guys later.